Yeah, so I work for the Roads Authority as the roads management system, head of road management system. And what does this, what the system does is in a scientific way, it does the budgeting of the whole national road network, when to do what in a scientific manner.
Yes.
So we come up with a budget, and then that budget goes, if it's economically warranted, it goes to the Road Fund Administration, and the road users, through road user charging, the money is collected, and through fuel levies, the money is collected by Road Fund, and then it is allocated, for each road. And what we call the social roads are roads that are, they are not, directly giving you return on investment, but they are giving you, they are of social importance, like to a school or to a hospital. And those are funded by the government or by the donor. So the road management system have been, in fact, I call it, it's older than my daughter, because my daughter is 30 years, but the road management is 35 years. So I've really put a lot of effort, not only myself, but as a team in the Road Authority. And it's one of the success stories that a lot of African countries come to see what type of system we have. Just recently, a Liberian delegation was there to see and learn from our system. And obviously, when we meet other people, we also learn. Because one of my motto in life is we need to have always a learning attitude, If your cup is full, then you cannot add anything. Although I have 35 years experience, but we still learn every day from each other.
As a Namibian road user, I want to say thank you very much for that work. I enjoy, and often I'm on the long road, so it really makes a difference. But now let's get to a topic that might be a little bit more controversial. Until very recently, you were the president of the Engineering Council of Namibia. And that tenure ended quite dramatically. Could you share with us what the situation was, what led to the end of your tenure?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I think I was in this forum when the Minister of Works and Transport dissolved the council. And as I said, I don't call it dismissal, and I don't call it that as if something, was done by the council. The council tried its best to keep that standard of engineering as much as possible. But there was disunity, unfortunately, in the council. And that because of that, and of course, regarding the registrar, there were issues between the registrar and the council. Not Sophie Teki in the council, but the registrar. So because of that, I think the decision that the minister took was to dissolve it. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't think it's my place to say. That is the answer that the minister needs to give. But there is a new council now, and I wish them all the best. But that does not mean that, whatever the council, our council did, we have made a lot of strides and achievement to keep that standard as much as we can when it comes to registering of engineers. And that is very important. And I think this recognition, because in July I got the recognition of Southern African Federation of Engineers Award, and now it's the African Award. And the World Federation of Engineers at the moment is chaired by an African who's from Nigeria. So you can say that the whole engineering fraternity was in Kampala. And therefore, for me, the council has done its best, and we have given a handover report to the minister, and 5 of the council members, we have decided out of 9, which is majority. So the council has decided to make that information public. So whatever has been the challenges and the opportunities, we have made it public, and now it's the duty of the new council then to accept it, reject it, do what they want to do with it. But for us, what is important was to tell the truth to the public, and to also honorable minister in a transparent manner. Because at the end of the day, the council is supposed to serve the people, serve the engineers. And why is it important, to have that standard kept? If you have a person who's not qualified to register, and then they go and they do, say, a bridge or a structure, and then it collapses, it's a safety matter. It's a
Yes.
public safety matter. People will die.
Yes. Yes.
And therefore, the regulatory body is very important. That, you know, there is no corruption, there is no favoritism, because engineering is engineering. And one of the things of the learning we had even now in this conference in Kampala was we really need to, keep engineering as technical as possible,
Okay.
and not really interfere with politics or all the isms, nationalism, racism, or whatever ism.
Yeah.
Really, engineering is a technical field, so it doesn't have color, it doesn't have gender. Engineering is engineering. And one of the topics or one of the regulations in our Act of 1986, amended as 1991 of the Engineering Act, is Code of Ethics and Conduct.
Yes.
So Code of Ethics and Conduct means truthfulness at the end of the day. So we cannot, play with, issues, and that letter is very clear.
Yeah.
And we don't want to go to the past, because now it's handed over to the new council, and let them deal with it, But from our side, really, if you look at the career that I had for the last 35 years, it has been a lot of voluntary work because of the service for humanity.
Yeah.
And because of I'm a Baha'i, and also incidentally, the Mother Temple of Africa is in Kampala.
Oh, okay.
So this temple, it has 9 sites, and which means Judaism, Christianity, or Muslim faith, and the Baha'i. Any door you go through, there is only one dome, which means there is only one God.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, when your life is dedicated for service, and this is also what we want to, teach all our children and grandchildren, and even this road management system, it's not Sofiteki's system, it is Road Authority's system. We really want to take it to the next generation, and something that we are proud of. Namibia is known by the World Economic Forum since 2017, consecutively for 5 years, having the best roads in Africa.
Wow.
Tourism is a TV show that explores various touristic destinations, providing viewers with in-depth coverage of locations, events, and experiences. The show presents detailed insights into destinations, cultural highlights, and travel tips to engage both local and international audiences.
Yeah, I think our teachings sometimes are very spiritual, but the spiritual element, you must bring it to practicality, because we have to instill the values. If you look at the 10 Commandments, for example, those are rules that are guiding for us to stand right, So now we have to bring it down for the day-to-day. Just to tell the person, if the commandment says do not steal, is the same as do not commit fraud or corruption in your workplace. You understand? But how many times do we explain what stealing involves? Is it only stealing sugar or stealing sweet? But is it when you forge documents and defraud your company also stealing? Sometimes people do not even understand that aspect. So the church has to be relevant in the sense that our teachings must be clear, and we must bring it practically to the environment that people are involved in. Because sometimes people even think corruption is not stealing, but corruption is stealing. So, and the Bible is clear on this type of elements. So we need to I think as a church, we have to create more platform like this economic summit, where we upholding and teaching people to uphold good governance principles of accountability, transformation, ethical leadership, and so on. In the same way, we must even do it even in the churches on Sunday. So we have to stand on this principle that will guide people's lives, so that because it's so sad, many people lose their job just by committing fraud. If you measure the cost-benefit analysis of stealing the few money and losing bread for the table for a family for a longer period, you can see that there was not a proper risk calculations there. So yeah, we definitely have to do more, and I think this is a good thing that ACCN is backing up this type of platform, so that we can instill values in our society.
So what you are saying is also that the church has to transform its outlook and go beyond just the biblical preaching. That somehow your role. I mean, you spoke about the four corners of the church and the need to go beyond those. So platforms like this speak to, I suppose, to that aspiration, isn't it?
Definitely. And especially now that we are in this trajectory where our economy, like in Namibia, whereby there is a lot of greenery kind of showing here and there in terms of different sectors that are coming up, like the oil and gas and so on, green hydrogen and so on. So if we have to ensure equitable resources distribution and to ensure that there is proper accountability with these natural resources. So as a result, we definitely have to know where we stand and we have to ensure ethical leadership in our society. And definitely we must also bring the youth on board. Currently, unemployment, as we all know, it's a very sad story of what our unemployment rate is. So definitely, if we can highlight all these elements of how to raise up ethical leaderships and how people can take up economical space and add value to the whole system, I think definitely a lot of youth can even become entrepreneur and see how they can even do it in a very ethical way so they can employ others and so on. So there is a lot to be done, and ACCN has stepped up so that we can see what can we do as a church to uphold and uplift ethical leadership within our society.
Yeah. The leaders of society are also members of the church.
Yes, exactly.
We see them, we meet them on Sundays in church.
Exactly.
They worship and pray with us. But sometimes, some of them, not all of them, but a lot of some of them are presiding over, not that they are the ones directly responsible for plundering national resources and whatnot. But I mean, even when you talk about national resources, it's not just your oil and gas and what. It's also about jobs. Yes, if you're a leader who is giving jobs to your relatives only or to your friends only, that is also not ethical leadership. What kind of engagement does the church in general have with the leadership of the country beyond just the Sunday service?
Yes, I think, as you can see, this is like one of the platforms that's now created to create the table, around the table discussion between the bridging the gap between the political, the church, and the different sectors of leadership, so that we can speak the same language for the good of the country. Like the famous quote of our founding father that says that if the people are united for a common goal, for a common purpose, we stand together in unity. That unity, once it comes in, it will definitely make us all emerge victorious. So definitely we need to foster more. There is more, ACCN organizes various platforms actually where it calls for national unity, and it calls in also leaders from different space within the government to be involved. So there is more just beyond the lookout. There's always something that ACCN is organizing, exactly like this economic summit, whereby it's bringing together the different leadership on different topics and on different agendas within our nation that need to be addressed.
Absolutely.
Let me just separate between the two fees. We have what we call the prescription. The prescription one, that one, the members of the public don't need to apply. If the debt is older than 3 years, it will be written off automatically as per the provision of the Prescription Act.
Is that the total debt or just the...
That is the total debt for that one is 371 million.
Yeah.
That is the total debt for the prescription.
But
then
Is it the license fee itself included, or are we just talking about the penalties?
So also the license fees included.
I see, okay.
For the 371,
Yes.
that is now for the prescription one, older than 3 years.
Yes.
Then we have 245, which is unprescribed.
Okay.
Now, in terms of the unprescribed debts, that is the debts less than 3 years.
Okay.
So that is now the one where we have also provided, or we are going to provide amnesty or relief to the members of the public. And that 245 includes the license fee itself as a capital amount, as well as penalties and interest.
Okay, just for clarity and to inform vehicle owners, does that mean that if my vehicle registration was not up to date for more than 3 years, I can now go to Roads Authority and register my vehicle without having to worry about old debts?
Yes, definitely, but you must understand that if the debts have been written off, and you need to register the car, then the car must go through the roadworthiness.
Yes.
You need to start the process from the beginning.
I see.
For you to be able to register the car. So if the car is roadworthy and is eligible and it has passed, so you can proceed and register.
Then I can start fresh.
Yes.
Okay. And in terms of the debt that is not yet older than 3 years, I can go and apply for a waiver on the penalties and the interest.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
in terms of that, you can apply at all NATES offices, as well as at RFA head office. And there is 2 types of applications.
Okay.
The first application is if it is below $1 million, which is approved by the RFA CO, as well as the board. And then there is another application above 1 million in terms of the applications of the amount that you want to apply. You apply again through the NATES office, as well as at RFA head office. And that the approval is done by the Minister of Finance, but the vetting and the checking of the applications need to be submitted at RFA. And then once RFA is satisfied that you have submitted all the documents, then it gets submitted to the Minister of Finance, who have the power to approve or waive the interest or penalty.
And I understand that vetting is done by a waiver committee at the RFA. Is that correct?
Yes. Maybe you can come in.
I think the waiver committee you can talk about,
Okay.
Mr.
Yeah,
Committee.
in terms of the RFA policy, what we have in terms of the policy, there is a committee that have been established, which look at all the applications and making sure that all the documents necessary to be submitted have been submitted, including the statements from NATES system, where you see how much is the amount the person is applying in terms of the interest, as well as the penalties. Once all those required documents are attached, then the committee look at it and then recommend to the CO. Once the CO will make a final decision, once the final decision is made, then with the board final approval, then the decision is made.
I see. The debt write-off that took place already, in terms of the amounts owed for longer than 3 years, is it a once-off write-off, or is it applicable to all debts that have now been outstanding for more than 3 years? The reason I ask is perhaps I'm not in a strong financial position. I know I owe money on my license fees. It might be, maybe I haven't updated for the past year and a half. Maybe it's in my interest just to wait another 2 years until the 3 years passes. Or what? How does the system work?
In terms of Prescription Act, once the regulations has been gazetted, it's continuous.
Okay.
So all the debt that is older than 3 years will prescribe. But as Mr. Kampatuku earlier alluded to, it's when there is no intervention from our side to collect the debt. So as from RFA's side, the debt that hasn't prescribed, we will rigorously engage to make sure that the people pay their licenses. So, but we know that prescribed by the day, by the minute. So every day that passes makes the debt older.
I see.
But it doesn't help for us to keep on debt where the person is deceased already.
Yes.
Moro Namibia, catch chill sessions every Saturday at 1900 hours on NTV, hosted by Michael Kayunde, for trending Namibian music videos and top entertainment news. Or alternatively, watch anytime on Echo via 1up2, your hub for all episodes.
Missed the madness? Catch every sharp jab, unfiltered truth, and political punchline from Second Take, the show that says what others won't. From presidential bloopers to policy absurdities, we satirize the powerful and poke the pompous. If you didn't catch the fire live, don't sweat it. Every single story is waiting for you on Echo. Find us at 102.com and Echo, in your time, on your terms.
We invite him to come and visit our town. But firstly, I must quickly bring the history back.
Okay.
What happened is we write a letter to Honorable James Sakwasa in the beginning of the year, in April, and then they reverse it back to the governor. So the governor come out from Ochenjuba region, and he come and give the directive that this severe process must be stopped, because people was very unhappy about the way that the people are doing the process.
Which process?
Of surveying the land.
Surveying.
Yeah. The town planner doesn't understand what he's doing, because he's reallocating the people to a place that is not development again, putting the people in the road, and it's just a chaos, and people have been throwing $165, throwing $500, and this bring chaoses. Because when the people grab the land, municipal already bring the people, they bring the water taps where we are buying water with the carts. Okay. Now he's taking the people backwards, far to the far places. So that's the grievance that we are having in Okahanja. It's the people clean the informal settlement, they make their roads, but if you go to those informal settlements, there's no roads. It has been blocked. Cars cannot even move. So those are the things that those are the challenges that we are having in Okahanja.
I see. Can you take us back a little bit? How did it all start? How did this situation come about?
Okay. How this situation started is that they elect a committee on the ground.
Okay.
I was also part of that committee.
Yeah.
And they invited us to a meeting where they was telling us that we must not tell the community what we are doing inside.
Okay.
And I was the one who picked up my hand and said, no. If we are like this, I have been sent by the community, and I cannot hide the things.
Yes.
So it's how they take me out of the committee.
Okay.
But what happened is they also travel to Garibep.
Okay.
But our head town is Ochivarango. But they travel to Garibep, and Garibep is a really development town.
Yeah.
For now, you can go to Garibep informal settlements. They're having lights.
Yeah.
They're having street lights. They're having streets. Everything is okay in Garibep. And even here in our informal settlements, if you compare to Havana, Kilimanjaro's, Okanja Parks, our informal settlement was the best informal settlements, because there was already roads. There was already, they're just supposed to bring for us service and sanitizers there. That was all.
Yes.
And our plan was when you give that money, that $165 and that $500, we thought they were going to bring for us power, because Senator Rizzo there. So we thought they are going to bring for us powers, but they start to reallocate us again. And after election is again the same story. They will be quiet for 5 years, and if the other 5 years coming in for election time, they will start again with these kind of things. Yeah. So for us, we also want to know to which account did this money go, because as you can see, it's having a stamp of the municipality.
Yeah.
But it's a different account. So we want to know to which account did this money go also.
So what did they tell you the $160 and the $500 were for?
They told us that $165, that money, to throw for that money, was to bring the service where we are sitting, not to move us, because we are sitting there. If you can talk about Oshedo number 1, that people have been sitting there more than 40 years. Vergenoeg and other areas, they're sitting more than 20 to 8 years there. So some people, they already built nice structure houses, and they're painful. This is that these municipalities that are allocating the people, they're not even helping the people to move. And some of the people, they lose jobs, because there are farms there. And if the people lose jobs, they must come and grab the land here. And if they grab the land here, if they get that small pension or whatever, then they will build the house. From there, they must again break it down, put it in the road, and municipality doesn't help these people in moving of this process. Yeah. And I know I did also, the one thing is that why I'm saying that this Xavier doesn't have an idea, because he was not on their plane. What is wrong with the first with the first map? The map of Honorable Steve Biko Boys and Honorable Congo Ngos time. What is wrong with that map? Why we cannot work on that map?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the municipality in Okahanya wants to move people from the informal settlements to new areas. Is that correct?
Pastor Okweto, what they are doing is, basically what they are doing is, they will move you from your place and they will bring you at your place. In the communities with the municipality, they are not ready to move. So you want to tell me that where the communities are staying, the community leaders are staying, it's correct, and where me I'm staying, it's wrong.
So they only want to move certain people.
They only want to move certain people. And then if they move him from my place, they will bring somebody else at my place. What is wrong? Why can I not sit on my place?
Yeah.
Yeah.